Oh, yes, There's what's known as a place of contract. Yes, Then there's the piracy. Oh, now this place of contract, the geographic location in which an agreement has been concluded. Such place of contract frequently determines how the contract shall be fulfilled, because contracts often are subject to the laws of the place where the contract has been concluded. Yes. Then there's that piracy, a robbery carried out on the high seas. Oh, the stealing and unlawful reprinting of a book, pamphlet, or other copyrighted material. Pooch. Now, I'm concerned about this contract with the state of Washington for protection services. Yes. When you served me in the Sequim Public Library, I had mentioned to my public defender as well as the psychologist that was doing the mental health evaluation, the expert on my side. Yes. Can you lawfully conclude a contract of service in a public library where all the other patrons witness the court service? Now, let's say it was a wrongful execution of an order because the patrons have the right to not have to witness the service, and it invalidates the contract for protection. Now, I think there are lawful locations where the actual execution of the order on the part of the sheriffs and police departments is obligated to not involve certain citizens witnessing the service. Now, you don't actually have to have a witness because law enforcement themselves are the witness of the serving of the respondent of the court order that was issued without requiring the petitioner to be in court because of your abuse of the victim's rights laws. Now, since you decided to attempt service on somebody else after you served me, and you included another court order service, can you have a valid contract enforceable in this state and every state of the United States when someone other than the respondent is served in a different geographic location? Now, the court order itself, though executed by the court, is not actually fulfilled until the respondent knows the restraint provisions and the expiration of the order. Ouch! Now, I would say I can sue you for this. Not just serving a third party, yes, but serving a third party at a geographic location other than where the respondent was, yes. Then I can sue you for suing me in a public library, not because you violated the rights of the patrons to use the library without having to witness court service, yes, but for serving me in a geographic location where the library cannot be the location of the service of the contract. Now, how much business can you conduct in a library where the patrons don't want to be involved in the business that another patron is involved in? Yes, yes, yes. Now, I've often mentioned this, Pooch, that it is an invalid contract on the part of the state of Washington, every state really, because they're complicit in how illegal it is. Yes. That the actual geographic location in which the agreement has been concluded, the requirements of the law require you to have proof of service after executing the order. After the court commissioner Brent Basin signed it. After the fraudulent use of the state court seal. Yes. And the forgery of the individual that was being paid from the state that's not the actual elected ex officio superior court clerk. Now, serving any respondent in a geographic location where the individuals that don't have to witness it are informed that they are witnessing it, yes, not only violates their privacy, it doesn't just violate the geographic location of libraries, yes, it violates the requirements of law to have a valid contract of enforcement, so as to be able to arrest me if I was to ever violate it. And then the attempt of service on somebody else other than the geographic location of where the respondent is actually served? Yes. Even though you didn't serve them. Pow! I'm going to sue you for that. For attempting service in a geographic location where it wasn't the respondent that you attempted to serve. Ouch! Yes, I am. Okay, yes, I am. And then the actual return of service from a geographic location other than where the geographic location of the respondent was. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different lawsuits because you involved a geographic location other than where the respondent was at, and it was a wrongful execution of service. Now you're sitting there in the sheriff's fucking office.